Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're building on Pemberley. This is my Pride and Prejudice 2005 inspired Animal Crossing island. If you haven't seen my first two videos. If you haven't seen my first two videos, go and watch those and then come back and check out this one. Today we're going to be building my Able sisters. So first I'm going to go grab the Able sisters from Tom Nook, and then I will show you where we're going to put it. I got mixed up because honestly I am doing my voiceovers for these videos out of order. I got really excited and I just started building and recording, and I am actually a few videos ahead on this island, so very exciting stuff. Lots to see and lots to you know, share with you all. But yeah, so this is, I actually have the fourth video in this series done before I have this one, so I'm recording this one now. But anyway, sorry for the mishap. We're gonna get started today. I'm gonna move the Able sisters over here behind my regiment area, and then I already did some waterscaping off camera, just because that's really boring. Nobody wants to see that. So I did that. I knew I wanted to put a canal back here to basically kind of section off the rest of the town area that I'm gonna build, so the Able sisters will sit right next to the canal. And yeah, I thought it fit really good there because it's also right beside my peninsula, which I was not sure what to do with, but you'll see what I do with that later on in this video. So I thought that I would yap at you all for a second while I am putting down this pathing around my Able sisters and around the canal. I'm recording this on a Friday night. It's literally right before I upload it because I normally upload on Saturdays, so there's that. How's everybody's week going? What'd you get up to? Did you do anything fun? It's been rainy here, but earlier this week I took some time off of work to go to a concert. I went to Atlanta to go see Spiritbox. And if you don't know Spiritbox, they are a Canadian heavy metal band. I love them so much, and it was my first time seeing them, and it was so good. It was so cool. I went with my best friend and it was just unbelievable. So that's what I did this week, and then I finished up work, and now it's the weekend, so I'm very happy with the way my week turned out. I also just want to take a moment here to say thank you to everyone for everything that has happened with my first two videos, all of the comments, all of the views. Like, I'm so happy that I get to share Pemberley with you, and honestly, I know that this is my first build on this channel, but this is something that I've been thinking about doing for a long time, so it's a learning process for me, and I'm just glad that, I'm finally doing it after talking about it for a long time. I've been playing Animal Crossing since the beginning, since 2020, so it's really unreal for me to be finally kind of sharing everything that I've learned, and I'm still really excited about the game. I know that we just got the Nintendo Direct news and Animal Crossing was not mentioned, boo, but like I'm still excited about this game, to be honest, because I don't know. I just think there's a lot to do. There's so much to do, even though we're not getting updates. It would have been great if we got a new Animal Crossing game, but I will settle with New Horizons for now. So to get back into the build, I also grabbed a bridge from Tom Nook because we need a way to get across this canal. So because I'm going to continue the town on the right and then further up all the way to the back of the island. So I grabbed a bridge and put that down. I fiddle with it for a second, but we get it there in just a minute. And you can see here where we're working at, still on the left side of the island, and we're going to continue going back. My Able sisters is currently at the back, but if you go back and pause, you can see that I've already kind of sectioned out where I want my museum at. It's a little dirt like rectangle back there. So I plan on putting the museum all the way at the back of the island, and then Able Sisters will be kind of up here near the peninsula. By the way, does anyone have a favorite time of day that they like to build in Animal Crossing? Because I definitely do. I love, I think I'm at like 5 or 6 a.m. currently in this build, and it is my favorite time of day. This is so nice. The music is so calming and just so, it's lovely. I love it, and I love the way that the sky looks kind of all like bluey green. And a lot of times I will even do, because you can talk to Isabel and change some of your ordinances, so where your Animal Crossing villagers wake up earlier or they stay up later, either one. I normally set mine for my Animal Crossing villagers to get up earlier, because I don't know, I like seeing them up and about like they're like morning people, because I don't know. I'm not actually a morning person. I love to sleep in, but in my game I pretend to be a morning person, so I like it when my Animal Crossing villagers do the same thing. So now that my pathing is done, I kind of sectioned Able Sisters off with a different pathing. I just thought it looked interesting, and it kind of fits with the theme of the brown. So I did that, and I knew I wanted to cover Able Sisters up. I wish that there were a way to change the outside of the buildings. Come on, Nintendo, please. But I know that there's not. So anyway, in the meantime, we're going to cover it up with some storefronts to make it look a little bit less red and green. My original thought for Able Sisters was that I was going to make it Pride and Prejudice inspired, obviously, because my whole island is, but I wanted to do that scene where Lydia is buying ribbons for the ball, and she has her sisters with her. Elizabeth is there, and they're with Mr. Wickham, because you know, I just thought that made sense. Able Sisters is like a, you know, somewhat of a consignment shop, so I thought that I would make it. But there aren't that many ribbon like items in Animal Crossing that I could do that would even make sense. I mean, there's a couple hair ribbons, but I didn't like it, so I ended up kind of making Able Sisters what we normally make Able Sisters, which is like a clothing shop. It has some dresses out front and some items, some shoes, bags, things like that. So I just kind of decorated it like normal, and you'll see me get started here as soon as I figure out how I want to cover up the side of the building. I did struggle with this for a second, because this building is tricky, and I wanted either storefronts or castle walls on the outside, but I couldn't figure out which one looked best, and also I wanted to put a tree in here somewhere. So anyway, I end up putting a storefront on the side, the tree in the front, and then I pop in a barrel and put a shopping bag on it. And you'll see that all in just a second. But before I do that, I wanted to come and finish off this little section right in front of our waterway. The street just kind of ends, and that's okay with me. I know that's not how the streets work, but it's Animal Crossing, that's okay. So I popped down the retro transportation stop on the right. I have a topiary on the left, and in the middle I put a rope partition, keep anybody from, you know, falling in the river. I just said it wasn't realistic, but that's a realistic part of this build. And then I wanted to fence off this end of the canal with some iron and stone fence, because I've been using that everywhere else on the island. I put a bistro table over here, and also a natural garden chair, because you can never have too many places to sit on an Animal Crossing island. Don't argue with me. I love seeing my villagers interact with things, so I give them 3,000 seating places all the time. And then I come around to the front of the Able Sisters, and I place that tree that I was talking about earlier. Also, if you've noticed, I have time traveled far enough for us to be in cherry blossom season. It's only for like a video or two, I think, because I kind of get out of here really fast, but my island will not be set in cherry blossom season, but it will be set so that my hydrangea bushes are blooming. I'll have to check and see when that is, but I definitely want those in bloom so that I can have, you know, the blue part of my island that I talked about in my first video with my mood board. So now we are moving on to pathing my peninsula. I thought that well, honestly, like I said earlier, I wasn't sure what I was doing here when I first started out, but Pinterest is my savior, and I looked up there for how other people were kind of decorating their peninsulas, and I saw someone put one of the pergolas on it. I think that's what I used in the end. It's the brown one that kind of looks like a building, but I put down some grass path, and basically I put a pergola, and I think these are my first flowers that I'm using on Pemberley. That's so exciting. You know, I'll be using more flowers when we get to the more natural part of my island, but so far I've just been using bushes and trees. But yeah, this is my first flowers. I'm very excited about that, and you'll see here kind of how I decorate it. Realizing now that it is a gazebo that I end up using, not a pergola. Pergolas are the ones that have the vines or like the flowers on top. This is a gazebo. I really like this color that it comes in. Honestly, all of the gazebo variations are very pretty to me. I always end up using one of them on my island somewhere, and yeah, so I place this down, and then I put some topiaries to kind of give it a little bit of an elegant core vibe. I use them for making the area the same on the both sides. So I use 2 topiaries on one side and 2 topiaries on the other, and I think it turns out really well. So again, with my seating area preference, I popped on a log bench here. We should start a counter. How many seating areas am I going to put on Pemberley? And please don't, actually, it will be out of this world. But yeah, so now I start to place my flowers around, and I'm using the white tulips here. So to wrap up this build, I grabbed a bunch of items and also skipped to a different brighter day. So I have some clothes, some stacked boxes. I used the sturdy sewing box and a couple of other items just to fill out this space, make it look busy. You know, Able Sisters has a lot of things to sell, and they want you to know it. I also end up putting a few more mannequins out with some dress designs that I really like. There's an Elizabeth Bennet one that I use here, and then I believe I put one more. I think it's just a Victorian dress. It's a Lizzie dress. So I do that here just to kind of, again, I'm filling the space, and I will put both of those design codes down in the description. I've been trying to do that with my videos because I know how frustrating it is to see something that you want to use and a creator, you know, they might have missed it or something like that. So I'm trying to be really diligent about that. And yeah, those will be down in the description along with any other path that I use today or any other code. The grass code will also be down there. And then to finish up, I sped this up a little bit just because it's a little bit of a boring part. I'm placing some retro transportation stops and a castle, a medieval building side here actually, just to close off this space so that you can't get under those pergolas that I placed down in the previous build. Also, LOL at Gulliver being on the beach. Does anyone actually wake up Gulliver? I think I've restarted my island too many times and I don't actually play the game as like a day-by-day thing anymore, so I'm not trying to get like Nook achievements. I never wake up Gulliver anymore, and the one time that I did, I totally forgot how long it takes you pressing buttons and like listening to him snore and talk in his sleep. It was just really annoying. So do you have a part of Animal Crossing that you really don't like? I think that one might be mine. Also, shooting down balloons has always been the bane of my existence. So as much as I love getting DIY recipes and new items, it was really annoying because I never had my slingshot on me. But with that yappy speed build, we are done, my friends, with this section of Pemberley with building my Able sisters. I had a lot of fun today and I hope you enjoyed the build. I'm gonna stand here for a little bit and just bask in the light and the afternoon shadows of my gazebo. And if you liked this video, give it a like, give me a comment, tell me what you thought. You know, subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of Pemberley. And I can't wait for our next build because it's so exciting to me. I hope you're excited, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.